to today's episode on the fashion fables. So I put a poll out on Instagram asking what kind of episodes today would be, and the majority of you actually got it right. So today's episode is just learning how to say no, and I think it's a really important topic to touch on because saying no is honestly something that more people need to feel okay with, verbally saying, because we don't always want to say yes to everything, because there's just some things that we don't want to do, no matter if our friends are doing it, etc. And I think so when we finally get that strength within to say no, it's very liberating. And so I wanted to touch on that today because I have personally been feeling as if I am unable to say no, not because I'm not allowed to, but because within myself I feel like I'm a bad person for doing it or something. And so to be able to kind of feel that it's just something that I need to do for my best interest sometimes has allowed me to grow and kind of become a better person because of it. So, let's say that I'm tired one night, and I just don't really want to go out, but all my friends are going. It's okay to say no, and I've learned that, and it has helped me mentally become stronger. And so if anyone listening is kind of struggling with that as well, just know that it is okay to say no. You don't have to feel bad about it, because you're supposed to do what's best for you, and if that just means not doing something, then you should say no without any type of guilt or something like that. I think sometimes as overachievers, we feel as if we need to say yes to everything. We need to say yes to every opportunity, no matter how good it is. And sometimes that's just not how we need to live our lives. I mean, sometimes there are opportunities that might be good for us, but we might just need to turn those down because we have so many other things going on. And, the most important thing is ensuring that we don't burn out, because then that would just not allow us to do anything that we love. So I think that just saying no is very hard because you never want to disappoint someone, especially your loved ones, your family. But I think that they will more respect you and more so understand that there are boundaries and sometimes you don't want to do something, and they won't be relying on you as much to say yes because they know that you might be saying no, and that's totally okay. So I think that I wanted to touch on this because I've recently been struggling with saying the word no. It's just a lot because, in college especially, you always want to do things that you feel are best for yourself, and, you're trying to grow and mature, and then opportunities come along the way, and you just want to say yes to everything because you just think that's what you're supposed to do because everyone says to network and, get to know people and whatever. But college is more about finding your own routine and doing the things that make you happy. So if saying no just is better off for you, then just say no. And I'm telling you that you will feel better about yourself for making such a big decision. Because in life, there are always things that we just don't want to do, whatever that may be. So I think it takes great maturity in order to come to that conclusion to say no. And some people are like, well, it's really not that hard to say no, but sometimes it is when you're in a situation where you feel peer pressured or everyone else of your friends or whatever says yes and you feel obligated to say yes as well. But always trust yourself. You know yourself best. If you just feel like something's not going to work out or something just not for you, just say no. It'll be okay, and then you'll thank yourself for, making that decision, even though it might be super hard. So I also wanted to thank everybody for just such great support. My viewer engagement continues to rise and go up super frequently, and I'm really grateful for that because I really love what I post, but it also makes me feel really good that you guys love it, because you guys are super important. I want to be putting out content out there that makes you guys happy and what you guys like. So yeah, continue to kind of reach out to me with what you want to see and stuff like that, because I think it's super fun. And I also have some ideas in the works, possibly merch and maybe a newsletter. So I'm really excited because I think that as my podcast grows, I think that I like to also think of ways to expand it as well, to expand my audience and all that fun stuff. And I think that just saying no is not a bad thing. More so, it is doing what is best for you. And in life, we always want to do what's best for us. So, know your path. So pretty much in this world, I feel like there's so much influence that can be put on us to change and be somebody else because of social media and stuff like that. There's so many ideas going around all the time, so many trends and things like that. But you are the only one who is you on this earth. And so you should be able to make decisions for yourself and feel good about them because you are doing what's best for you and you know yourself best. Nobody else knows you as well as yourself. And so with time, you will realize that it's better just to do what makes you happy. And that doesn't need to have validation for anybody, even your parents, because nobody knows what you truly want except for you. So I would keep that in the back of your mind when you're feeling stressed out about something. Just stay on your path. Everything will work out. And don't feel bad about things that really you won't be worrying about in a week. So make sure that what you're spending your time worrying about is actually worthwhile, because sometimes we focus on just stressing out for no reason, and this can be really harmful, especially in this day and age. Well, all the time, but we all have busy lives and stuff like that, so we want to be prioritizing our time and spending it wisely to make sure that we are reaching our fullest potential and using just our brain to focus on things that maybe we want to achieve, or maybe things that we want to set for ourselves in the future, just little goals. I think that's really important because in order to keep getting better, you must keep thinking of new things that you want to become. You need to keep growing, and whatever that may be. Maybe it's through a mentor, maybe it's just with yourself, but you always need to be finding ways to better yourself. And because there's so many people out there, especially if you're a content creator, that kind of put out content. So what are you posting? What are you creating that's making you stand out? And that's what's really going to get you far, because you don't want to just blend into another account. You kind of want to stick out and just be yourself. So even with collaborations, you don't always have to feel the need to say yes if maybe it just doesn't seem like something that would work well with your brand, or maybe just you don't have time for it, and that's okay. Because we are humans and there is only 24 hours in a day. So it is physically just impossible to accomplish everything we want in one day. But you know why that's okay? Because there's always another day. And there's always another day to grow. There's always another day to even change. If you want to change into somebody maybe that you think you'd be better, becoming somebody more strong, somebody who has more compassion for others, it's never too late to begin. So never feel like you're stuck either, because everyone's just trying to find their path in life. So I think this was more like an inspirational episode for anyone who needs it. I know for me, it's nice to hear, especially in the midst of college when everything's super busy sometimes. Just nice to listen to someone who maybe you can relate to, maybe someone who just sheds a positive light, and I hope that I can do that for somebody, because, never know what people are going through and their struggles, and so I always just want to be there for you guys. So I hope that this episode was maybe helpful, maybe relaxing for your Saturday, maybe a good way to reset for the new week and kind of see what your priorities are, see who you want to start becoming, see how you're going to reach your best potential, and see how you're going to start setting more goals for yourself. I think that's really important and just essential in becoming the person you actually want to be, and not listening to who the world wants the world wants you to be, because you know yourself the best. So I love all of you, and stay strong. You guys got it. With whatever you're going through, I know that you can overcome it, and I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Don't forget to say no, because you need to sometimes, and it's not a bad thing. And I wish you guys the best of days, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.